On Friday, the 13th, 1307, King Philip of France launched the biggest police raid in history to seize the Knights Templars' legendary wealth. But when his soldiers smashed open the treasury doors, they found nothing. The night before, the entire Templar fleet had silently vanished from the port of La Rochelle. Where did 18 ships loaded with the world's greatest treasure go? Some say Scotland, some say America. Let's unlock the secret.
You don't have a lack of information. You have a lack of courage. Because for over 700 years, people have read about the Knights Templar, watched documentaries, bookmarked threads, nodded along, and then done nothing. The real secret of the Knights Templar isn't gold. It's what happens to people who only study power instead of chasing it. And if you're still watching educational videos but never acting, this story is about you. Before we go any further, comment "I act" or "I consume." Lie if you want. You'll know. Here's the version you already know. The Knights Templar were warrior monks founded in 1119. They protected pilgrims, they got rich, they hid treasure, then they were wiped out overnight. Cue dramatic music, cue endless speculation, gold under the Temple Mount, relics like the Holy Grail, lost artifacts buried in Europe. That's the version people love because it's safe. You can learn it, you can talk about it, you never have to change your life. But that version misses the point entirely. Here's the uncomfortable observation nobody sits with. The Knights Templar didn't become powerful because they knew secrets. They became powerful because they executed faster than everyone else. While nobles argued, while kings debated, while scholars documented, the Templars built roads, ports, fortresses, and an international banking system before banking was a thing. You could deposit money in Paris and withdraw it in Jerusalem in the 1100s. That wasn't magic. That was action at scale. Most people today would have turned that idea into a 12-part course. The Templars built it. Ask yourself this. How many ideas have you saved for later?
October 13th, 1307. At dawn, across France, Templars were arrested simultaneously. No warning, no preparation. King Philip IV was broke. The Templars weren't. So he accused them of heresy, devil worship, and crimes nobody could prove. Templars were tortured. Some confessed to anything just to stop the pain. Their Grand Master was burned alive. And this is where everyone leans forward, because this is where the treasure stories start. Ships vanished from ports, accounts were emptied, vaults were found empty. So people ask the wrong question. Where did the treasure go? The real question is, who moved it before the world noticed? Here's the part that makes people uncomfortable. The greatest treasure the Knights Templar hid wasn't gold. It was infrastructure, routes, systems, trusted networks. Gold can be stolen. Systems survive. Some Templars disappeared into Portugal and Spain. Others merged into new orders under new names. Their methods lived on long after their symbols died. Power didn't vanish. It redistributed. And this is where the mirror turns toward you. You don't need more information. You need a system that works while you sleep. Watching another video about success won't build that. Moving will.
Let's be blunt. Educated people who never act love history because it feels productive, it feels intelligent, it feels safe. You can explain the Knights Templar to someone, but you refuse to build anything with the same urgency. You don't lack intelligence. You lack commitment under uncertainty. The Templars didn't know how it would end. They moved anyway. What are you waiting for that they weren't? Comment this honestly. What am I avoiding building? Write it. Don't think. Here's the last thing nobody says out loud. The Knights Templar didn't hide treasure to protect it from enemies. They hid it from indecision, because idle hands attract rulers, thieves, and fear. Today, the modern treasure isn't buried in stone. It's buried under bookmarks, saved videos, unread notes, and plans for next year. And history is ruthless with people like that. Every empire that lasted was built by people who acted before permission existed. If the Knights Templar existed today, they wouldn't be arguing in comments. They'd already be gone, building. If this made you uncomfortable, good. That means it worked. Subscribe if you're done consuming and ready to act. If not, there are 1,000 more videos waiting to keep you busy. And one last question. If the Knights Templar were watching you right now, would they recruit you or replace you?